Hello and good day, welcome to our YouTube channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview. Book of Amos, chapter 6. Let's get started now. The Book of Amos is a prophetic book in the Old Testament, attributed to Amos, a shepherd from Tekoa. Amos lived during a time of relative prosperity in Israel, but also during a time of moral and social decay. The Book of Amos addresses the sins of Israel and warns of God's impending judgment. Chapter 6 focuses on the complacency and self-indulgence of the wealthy elite in Israel, and the consequences that follow. The chapter opens with the description of the luxurious lifestyles of the wealthy in Israel. They are described as living in ease and security, lying on couches adorned with ivory and dining on extravagant feasts. They spend their days indulging in music, drinking wine, and using expensive oils and perfumes. However, the chapter then takes a darker turn, as Amos warns that their complacency and self-indulgence will lead to their downfall. Amos prophesies that the wealthy will be the first to go into exile, as a consequence of their pride and disregard for the needs of the poor. He warns that they will be taken away on beds of ivory, and that their luxurious homes will be destroyed. This judgment will come not only because of their extravagance, but also because of their indifference towards the suffering of others. Amos accuses them of being indifferent to the plight of their fellow Israelites, who are being oppressed and exploited. The lesson that we can learn from this chapter is that wealth and comfort can lead to complacency and selfishness, and that this can have serious consequences. The wealthy in Israel were so focused on their own pleasures that they failed to see the injustice and suffering around them. They were indifferent to the needs of their fellow Israelites and allowed themselves to become callous and hardened. This is a warning that still holds true today. We live in a world where material wealth is often seen as the ultimate goal, and where the pursuit of pleasure and comfort can easily become all-consuming. It can be tempting to become self-absorbed and forget about the needs of others. However, the lesson of Amos is that this kind of lifestyle is not only morally wrong, but also dangerous. Our focus should be on God and on living a life that is characterized by love, compassion, and justice towards others. Another lesson that we can learn from this chapter is the importance of recognizing our own privilege and using it to help others. The wealthy in Israel had the means to help their fellow Israelites, but instead they turned a blind eye to their suffering. We too have a responsibility to use our resources and privilege to make a positive difference in the world. We can do this by supporting charities, volunteering our time, and advocating for the marginalized and oppressed. Finally, this chapter reminds us of the importance of humility. The wealthy in Israel had become arrogant and proud, believing that their wealth and status made them invincible. However, Amos warns that their pride will lead to their downfall. As Christians, we are called to live humble lives, recognizing that everything we have comes from God. We should not be self-absorbed or arrogant, but instead should strive to serve others with humility and love. In conclusion, the message of Amos 6 is clear: complacency, self-indulgence, and pride can have serious consequences. The wealthy in Israel were warned of the impending judgment that would come as a result of their indifference towards the suffering of others. We too must heed this warning and strive to live lives that are characterized by love, compassion, justice, and humility. May we use our resources and privilege to make a positive difference in the world and seek to serve God with our whole hearts. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.